I think the challenge is learning requires putting yourself in new positions to observe. I'll give one example. I think Tom Peters did some great work with Bob Waterman with managing by wandering around. So they looked at Hewlett Packard, and I love behind thought leadership. Hewlett Packard had a headquarters near where Peters lived in Stanford. And so he went to Hewlett Packard. They did managing by wandering around. Well, guess what? You can't do that in a remote workforce. In fact, if you were trying to do managing by wandering around, we're going to turn our camera on your house every, random to see what you're doing. Now, that's an invasion of all privacy. So what do you do? What do you do? I've been struggling with that. I think that's a great question. And so I love thought leadership where you say, managing by wandering around doesn't work. So what do you do to build informal relationships? I started calling it management by checking in. So one leader I talked to, best practice, she calls her employees once a week for 10 minutes. And it's prohibited to talk about work. How are you doing? What's your hobby? When you get on the phone with someone, the first question is not what's going on with work. It's what's going on in your life. What's a good news moment? And you check in and you formally check in to manage the informal relationship. That's an example. Management by wandering around, great idea. Nobody would disagree with that idea. But it doesn't work today in the way that it may have worked under another time. So how do you think about what's next? That's what I love to do.